Hello everyone, Kiwi Car Talk here, and today we'll be exploring this 2016 Toyota Innova. This car belongs to my granduncle, and it was very kind of him to let me film this. Okay, so let's get started. Here's the key, and let's get it started up. So down here, you got your electric window controls and electric wing mirrors, and let's get it started up. So, you got yourself push button start, let's get going. So depress the clutch, hold that down. So now let's turn on the lights. So first, the hazards, the lights, and the fog light. And let's have a look around the exterior. So you got indicators here in the wing mirror. There's the light and the fog light. There's the back of the car. Step back a little. Okay, let's go have a look inside the interior. Let's get all that turned off. So here you got your sort of display panel. You got the gauges there, the temperature 30 degrees. This is South Indian winter, by the way. Got yourself a little compass and the trip meter. So in the middle, before I talk about it, let me just turn the aircon on because it's really warm in here, and I'll talk about that later. Okay, so in the middle here you got yourself your stereo system, so it's all touch here. So you got AM or FM radio, CD, USB, Bluetooth, auxiliary, and as well as a music player, telephone options as well. So down here you got your air conditioning controls. So you got your automatic there. So temperature selections here. You got your fan speed. Your rear air conditioning is here. You got your air conditioning toggle, your recirculation, front defrost, different modes, rear defrost, and of course off. Down here you got your passenger airbag, display panel, eco mode and power mode, as well as your traction control option there. Got a little storage bin there, as well as a little power socket. Now this car has a 5-speed manual, and a quick note, after I filmed the Honda City video I actually took the car for a spin and I was actually able to drive it okay, so it turns out I can drive a manual. Haha. In the middle I put the key fob there for the time being. You got your little cup holder. You got a random little storage pocket there. And here on the steering wheel, forgot to mention this. I know I've been forgetting this lately. Because this is a Japanese car, you got your indicator and light controls here, and your wiper controls are here. So on the steering wheel, you got different buttons here. So if I do that, that cycles through the little options here on the display panel. So you got all sorts of random stuff here. It's on the compass mode right now, and I'll leave it on that setting. You got your controls here for the stereo, your telephone options, and you've also got cruise control in this car. Now that's a nice little feature, isn't it? Right here, you got yourself a little cup holder / random storage pocket, and down here you got your little parking sensor toggle. And the cabin light does a pretty cool thing. So if you go here, see the one with the moon? I'm just going to turn that up. And look, you got yourself a nice random little blue light. That's quite a cool feature. And it's the same at the back, and obviously the engine's going to be off when I go to the back, but the button's the same, it'll do the same thing, so just use your imagination, kids. Turn that back down. Now it's time to have a look at the engine, so let's pull out our handy dandy cheat sheets. Rather large today, I know. So this car features Toyota's 2GD FTV engine. It's a double overhead cam 16 valve engine with 2,393 cc's of displacement. The engine produces 76 kilowatts at 3,600 RPM and 260 Newton meters of torque at 1,600 RPM. The car is a rear wheel drive car. So I'll just step in and give you a little closer look at the engine. As well as a final sort of overall view. Okay, let's go have a look inside the back of the car. So here, you got your passenger window control, and it's automatic, so the windows go up and down by themselves. How convenient. Here, you got your little storage pocket, and a cool feature in this car, you got your own little tray table and a cup holder. Now, isn't that cool? It's like being on a plane, but you're in a car. Same story on that side. Storage pocket, tray table, as well as an automatic window control. Now in the middle, you got yourself a little power socket, an aux connection and USB port, as well as a little teeny tiny storage thing here. Up here, you got your ambient lighting, so this also turns blue, like I showed you up at the front. As well as your rear blower, so you can only set the fan speed, but at least you got something. And the temperature's controlled from up at the front. So space here in this row. These seats are really wide and really comfortable, so passengers in the middle row can sit nice and comfortably, and they'll also have a lot of leg room. So I'll jump into the back. So you got 6 seats in this car. Now, these seats have been pushed all the way back, so I can't really sort of squeeze in here. But when these are pushed forward, I have no doubt that the 2 passengers sitting at the back will have a decent amount of leg room. Because the seats as well are nice and wide. Let's go around the back and have a look at the boot. Oh. Step back. So there's your boot space, and these 2 seats here can fold down. If you're wondering where their headrest is, it's been stowed here. So when these 2 seats fold down, you'll have even more boot space, but for the time being, you got a fair bit of boot space here, and I reckon you'll have no problems with it. Let's give you a little view. Got yourself a little light there. Well, sort of a final overall kind of view. Let's have a look around the front. So you got your passenger window control here, as well as a little storage pocket. You got 2 glove boxes. You got one here, bigger one, and one in here, smaller one. Up here, you got yourself a sun visor and a mirror. Now watch this. As I open that, boom, it lights up. So once you close that, it shuts off again. Now, isn't that a cool feature? Same story on the driver's side. You also got a sun visor and a mirror and the light. Don't need to do it again because you just saw it. You got your big cabin light here, so you turn it on. That was the blue light mode I showed you earlier. Light door sensors. Same story on that side. Now here, you got yourself a little sunglass holder. And oh, forgot to mention that you got driver's side has got a little storage pocket there. Space up here at the front, there is loads of leg room. Like I can stretch, and seats here are wide, so on a long journey I would be really comfortable. And same for the driver, they'd be really comfortable as well. And so would all the passengers at the back. There's plenty of room in this car, and And it definitely is super comfortable on the inside. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed learning more about this 2016 Toyota Innova. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.